it's crazy because you can make all the plans you want for yourself in the world. You can put everything into motion so that you think the outcome is going to give you the results that you are planning for. But it's like you never really know what life is going to have in store for you. And so you kind of have to just take it as it comes sometimes. I wanted to pop on here quickly and just explain where I've been. I've been MIA for a couple months actually, and I just wanted to come on here and just kind of be open and honest about what's going on with me, why I just kind of dropped off the face of YouTube and went MIA without really any explanation. It's not going to be a long video. I am just ready to get back out there again. I'm ready to just start talking again and continue my journey. And so to do that, I just wanted to come on here first and just kind of do this almost like a reintroduction video. So after the last video I posted, which I think was maybe in August, I suffered a pretty serious leg injury actually. And it's taken me this entire time to heal from that, from some pretty extensive rehab and some physiotherapy, lots of physiotherapy, every day doing physio, whether that be at home or at an actual clinic. And the injury really just kind of took me by surprise. It came out of nowhere. To this day, I still don't even know exactly how I injured myself. So let me just, I guess, start from the beginning. I did the last video, and I think in the last video I was talking about how I was connecting with a health nurse through my work benefits, and I was super excited about that. Had the appointment booked and was ready to go, and I had just gotten back into really vamping up my workout routine. So I was working out 4 times a week at that point and actually enjoying it again. I was having a lot of fun with it. I was going for walks. I was doing some light free weight exercises at home, like 2 to 3 walks a day sometimes, because I would take my dog for a walk and then I would do my own personal walk, because my dog is ridiculous. Like when you take her for a walk, all she does is sniff. She's a sniffer, nose to the ground, and so I can't get exercise done with her. So I was doing 2 walks a day. I had started really focusing on my eating and my diet, and just eating healthier. And I also shared the fact that I'd started fasting. I had started fasting, and I was starting that journey and really enjoying that. So I felt like I had finally really gotten to a place where fitness and health was starting to become a regular part of my life that I was enjoying and actually wanted to do again. So all I know is that I was working out. I was doing a floor routine in my bedroom actually, with my body weight and a few free weights, and the routine was great. It wasn't even a long routine. It was like a 15, maybe 20-minute floor routine, core and legs. And then later that evening, my leg felt irritated, and it just felt like maybe I'd strained a muscle, is how the best I could describe it. It wasn't extremely painful. It just felt a little strained. So I said, okay, let me just take it easy with the weights, maybe for like the next day or 2, just to give my leg, whatever's happening, give it time to heal. I took an Advil, and I think I remember taking like a bath in like Epsom salt that night, thinking, okay, everything will be fine in a day or 2. So then the day after, my leg felt worse. Like it felt worse. So now it was painful. There was pain. And I was like, what's going on? This is really weird. And again, I thought it was from the workout. I'm like, oh man, I must have really strained something. Like I must have really pulled a muscle during that floor exercise. Okay, let me take a few more days, take another Advil, maybe Tylenol. So that's what I did. And I just kind of took it easy. Like I just said, okay, I'm just going to not push it. I'll do maybe 1 walk a day. I couldn't even really power walk because I was power walking, but I took my dog for her walk. The day after that, my leg was like in a horrible, horrible situation. It was extremely painful. That night, actually, I wasn't able to sleep comfortably in any position. If I went on my side, it hurt. If I went on the opposite side of my leg, that was painful. I couldn't even think about sleeping on the side of my leg. If I slept on my back, it was painful. I was trying to find ways to elevate my leg. The next day, I wasn't able to walk up and down stairs. Actually, I remember I just kind of like bounced down the stairs on my bum because I wasn't able to put weight on my leg and pressure on my leg to be able to support myself to walk up and down stairs. Actually, I almost collapsed when I tried to put support on my leg that day. My leg just kind of buckled. Like there was no strength. And this sharp stabbing, like electric pain shot through my entire leg when that happened at the same time. So that's the day I realized something is very wrong. And I still figured I did something in my workout. Didn't know what it was, but that's just what I figured happened. So moving forward, I think I was dealing with it for about a week before I said, okay, I'm going to go see my doctor. So then she gave me a referral. Well, she actually sent me to do some x-rays, and nothing came out of the x-rays. So then she sent me a referral to physiotherapy, and that's when my physiotherapy started. It's my physiotherapist who diagnosed me. And so I ended up being diagnosed with tendinitis, bursitis, and nerve damage in my leg. All three at the same time. Again, no idea how I did this. To me, it seems kind of like ridiculous that a floor exercise would cause like those things. Tendinitis, bursitis, and nerve damage. And it wasn't even an exercise that I hadn't done before. Granted, it's an exercise that I hadn't done in a really long time, like that type of intense floor workout. But I mean, I have done it before in the past. So friend, I can't even really tell you exactly what happened. My physiotherapist was also trying to help me kind of pinpoint maybe something specific I did, but there's nothing specific in my mind that comes to play to say, oh, this is what caused it, or I did this and that's what caused the injury. There's nothing like that. I literally did a workout. That night after the workout, I started to feel something weird with my leg. So I don't know what else I can cough it up to. Yeah, so that was in August, and I'm still dealing with it today in October. I'm not healed 100%. So it required, August, actually, I think it was July. It was a large part of the summer. It was a month and a half, or at least 2 months of the summer. I wasn't allowed to do any physical activity with my lower body. She said that was out of the question until we got this under control. She was encouraging me to continue to go for walks where I could, but I was starting with very slow, short walks because in the beginning, it was difficult for me to even do like a 5-10 minute walk because I couldn't put pressure on my leg. It was so painful. Anytime I tried to go for like an extended walk, like this just electric pain shot through my leg. And sitting was painful. I couldn't sit for long because my leg would also go completely numb and that pain would come back. So I couldn't sit for long. I couldn't stand for long. I couldn't walk for long. So it was like this constant, me constantly adjusting my position. So if I'm sitting, then I have to stand up like after 10 minutes. When I'm standing up, then I have to like, walk. And then if I walk for too long, then I got to sit again. So it was like this constant like rotation of transitioning my body just so that I could like release the pressure that I was feeling in my leg and the pain I was feeling in my leg from whatever activity I was doing at that time. So how this affected me, I became really depressed about it. I'll be honest. And that's why I just kind of dropped off of YouTube, because I wasn't like dealing with it properly, like up here in my mind. I just became really down and out and depressed about the whole thing, and frustrated and upset that like I felt my whole summer was shot, for the rest of the months. And then, just depressed that like I wasn't going to be able to attain my my weight loss goal that I had put in place for myself. I was also really worried because my family had a vacation planned for September, and I was really worried that I wasn't even going to be able to walk to go on that vacation, because like not even talk about walk while I was there, like sit on the plane. It was a 3-hour plane ride, and at that point I wasn't even able to sit for more than 10 minutes. So I was like, how am I supposed to sit on a plane for 3 hours? It's never going to work. So I thought I was going to have to cancel my vacation. And like my mind was just really messed up. It was really messed up. And I just wasn't in a place where I felt like I had anything positive to say. I didn't feel like I had anything I wanted to share. Because I was just dealing with things. I was trying to, like, I was going to physiotherapy like 3 times a week, and then I had physiotherapy activities I had to do at home 4 times a day, every day. So it was just a lot. It took a lot out of me physically. It took a lot out of me, my mental health as well. And I was just in a really like unhappy place. And I didn't want to come on here and just be like complaining the whole time, complaining. I was like, what am I going to film? What am I going to film right now? Me doing my physiotherapy workouts and exercises. I mean, I guess I could have documented that whole process. But I'm going to be honest with you, like I just didn't want to. I just didn't want to. I just needed to, I didn't have the energy for it. I was dealing with so much crap, so much shit, that I just didn't want to put that added pressure on myself of, okay, well now I gotta make content. Let me turn this into content. I'm not the type of person that feels like every aspect of my life needs to be on like documented. That's not me. It never has been me. And so this was a part of my life that was just kind of a little too personal, I guess. I don't know. But I think I just needed to work through whatever I was going through on my own. And now I feel ready to just kind of come on here and share a little bit of that with you. So where am I today with things? Today, my leg is a lot better. I will say that. It's doing much better. I am able to walk. I have started going for my outdoor walks again. I still have to be mindful about my power walks. For some reason today, my leg is really bothering me more so than it has in a long time. I was able to go on my vacation with my family and have it be a success in terms of I was able to walk and get through the day for extended periods, actually. I did bring all my physiotherapy equipment with me on the vacation so that I was able to do my exercises in the hotel where we were staying. And I think that helped a lot. But it's still a journey. I'm still dealing with it. My physiotherapy hasn't stopped. I'm still walking with a limp. I still have pain in my leg. It was also my driving leg that was injured, and so that was a huge challenge because driving was very difficult as well. The little things like moving my leg from the gas to the brake, that hurt a lot. Pressure when driving, that was difficult. So I actually had a little bit of a medical leave from work as well for a little while, and I was home and working from home only, because the distance from where I live to my office where I work can be about, on a good day, 25 minutes. In the wintertime, it can take like an hour or more sometimes. And I wasn't able to do that commute. So it's been it's been a thing. It's been a thing, okay? That's been going on with me. But I feel okay where I am right now. I feel ready to press the reset button and start again. So that's what I'm here to say. I'm here to say that I'm pressing the restart button and I'm going to start again where I'm at today. And here's what I'm not going to do. I am not going to put the same amount of pressure that I put on myself previously. I'm not going to do that because it's not good for me. I just want to focus on being a healthier me, being a happier me, and whatever that looks like, I'm willing to accept. I'm going to put in the work and I'm going to put in the dedication because I now know that I can get to a place where it's something that I intrinsically want to do for myself. I was there right before my injury, and so I know I can get back there again. So I'm going to put in that work, and I'm not going to give up on myself, and I'm hoping that you haven't given up on me. You're still here. At least that's what YouTube is telling me. YouTube is telling me you haven't left. And I appreciate that so, so much, and because I was so worried. I was actually, I'll be honest with you, I was actually even considering like just maybe giving up on my channel because I was like, I've been gone for like 2 months. How am I going to show my face? What am I supposed to say? I thought for sure that you were just going to be like, well, if she's not here, I'm not going to be here, and like unsubscribe. That's what I thought was going to happen. And I just didn't know what to say or how to come back. And so I just figured I'm just going to be honest and just say where I'm at, say what happened, say what I've been dealing with, and let that be what it's going to be. And if you decide that you still want to stick around and see what's next, see what this reset looks like for me, then I would love to have you come along. Like sometimes life be lifing. Do you know what I mean? And it's crazy because you can make all the plans you want for yourself in the world. You can put everything into motion so that you think the outcome is going to give you the results that you are planning for. But it's like you never really know what life is going to have in store for you. And so you kind of have to just take it as it comes sometimes. Do I feel like perhaps like maybe I could have handled my injury a little bit better? Like maybe I shouldn't have gotten so down and out about it, been in the slumps about it. But then I was like, you know what? Okay, yeah, maybe I could have worked out my upper body, like I'm sure that there was stuff that I could have done to continue, that workout. But the fact is that's just not where I was. That's just not where my mind was at. Whether it was right or wrong, I don't know if there is a right or wrong in terms of how you deal with injuries and, disabilities and pain in your life. I don't know if there is a right or wrong. All I know is that for me, I was not in the mindset to even have thought of, let me just do upper body workouts. Let me get a chair, sit on there and do upper body while my leg heals. That's not where I was at. So that's not what I did. And I decided that I'm just not going to come down on myself for that because that was what it was. And I am where I am today, and I'm in a good place today. My leg is healing. I feel a lot stronger mental health wise. Did I miss the majority of my summer in terms of like being able to enjoy it the way I wanted to? Yeah, I did. But you know what? I just came back from a vacation. I made that my new goal. So instead of me losing 30 pounds being the goal I was working towards, I had to flip the switch. And I now made my goal, okay, let me get to the point where I can walk with my family on my vacation. Let that be my new goal. And so I just put all my energy and focus into that. I did what I had to do to heal my leg, and I achieved that goal. And so for me, that's success. And I'm proud of myself because that actually took a lot of work, and it was painful, and it was every day, and it was not giving up, and it was just a lot. And so I'm proud that I did that. And now I'm proud that I'm at a place where I can reset. And I think that this time will be even better than the first, because now I understand my body a lot more. I've educated myself. I know how to fast properly. I know where I can go to have tools, resources to support my nutrition. I've done the research already for, to be able to like rocket myself off of a healthier eating path. So I feel like, okay, I can start even better than I did a couple months ago. So I'm excited about that. That is it for today. I just wanted to come back on here and say, I am back, baby. I am back. And we're just going to take it as it comes. I'm going to be doing this with a temporary disability is what I'm going to call it. But we're going to adjust. We're going to adjust and we're going to do what we got to do. And we're going to get through it, and we're just going to make it work, and we're going to make it happen. And thank you for being here, like always. And I will see you in the next video, friend.